afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to an update. Sorry it's been so long. Life's thrown some curveballs at me, but we're forging ahead little by little. So this will be the last month and a half or so once happened with the swaps. So you can probably tell there's a top mount turbo on this thing. Last time you saw it, it was the whole set. I ended up taking the GTD out of this one and putting it in here. So it's a GTD 1756. I'm still driving this as often as I can. I think I have a little over 7,000 miles of pretty hard miles. With the whole set, I was getting about 25 to 26 miles to the gallon. It was very slow to spool, but in comparison to a GTD, it was slow to spool. Other than that, I've again, knock on wood, knocking on my head, there's been really no issues with this thing. I will have to change the oil pan. I have an oil pan over there because it is leaking. Those hybrid pans, for whatever reason, I've never had luck with them sealing. So that will be something that I change here pretty soon. It's due for its annual oil change this month anyways. But yeah, like I said, she's running perfectly fine. And I'm anticipating that fuel efficiency, of course, is going to go up now with the GTD. Spool is instantaneous. You know, Kyle is right with those GTC 1549s and, of course, the GTD 1756s. They're really, really, really good turbos, and they spool almost instantly. Off idle, I can literally be at 9 pounds of boost to take off if I need to. So I'm really, really impressed with the GTDs and the GTC 1549 that I've tested. And so now we'll go to the CJ. Ignore the wiring. We're still in the process of testing everything out. It still has distilled water in it. You'll notice that there is a electronically controlled turbo. This was the GTB 2056 that I purchased off of eBay with the intention of putting it in the Cherokee, but she's just a little bit too big with the actuator and with the outlet to fit in between the unibody frame. So I ended up putting it on here. I took the tune that I purchased from Nick over on the forum. Well, through proxy, I purchased from Nick. He purchased from someone else. And I made the adjustments I needed to on the tune to be able to use the actuator. She is, of course, not as fast as the Cherokee, but I don't want her to be. It does overboost to 36 pounds from 30. It's still in the safe range for this turbo, but overall, it's a fast spooling turbo. I've never tested a GTB, but yeah, she works really, really, really well. So cruise control is functioning. I just got that fixed today. You wired it the exact same way as an ALH. You have a cruise switch, you have 2 brake switches, you input a speed sensor for it, and that's it, and she works. So there we go. Functioning cruise control with the EDC 15P. I just thought of something when I went inside. For those who are unaware, having cruise control functioning on an EDC 15P is something that's very nice, because here in the States with the BEW and the BRM, you can actually run the EDC 15P ECU. You just have to get the schematic for the ECU that you're using. With the regular PD EDC 16s, you have to do, from what I understand, I don't know of anyone that's gotten it functioning here in the States as of yet, the cruise control, functioning cruise control. You have to change the gearing or something like that based on what the ECU is expecting to see. And again, no one, as far as I know, if you're aware of someone who has got it functioning, please, of course, let me know in the comments so I can educate myself. But this is a BHW engine, of course, we had here in the US in the Passats. And it's running an ATD ECU with a ATD wiring harness that I made myself. The biggest pain in the butt is going to be, I mean, again, if you have a PD, it doesn't matter, is the fuel plug. Is finding that plug so you can wire it up. Luckily, you can kind of see where the old one was. So when I purchased the engine, they just cut the wire, which I was appreciative of, because it gave me the actual plug. But yeah, so this is somewhat big news in the TDI swap world. Now you can actually get a functioning cruise control on a PD engine if you're willing to, you know, modify the harness, or pay someone like Kyle Meister. If you don't know who he is, you probably should, to be able to do a harness for you, so you can get this functioning cruise control if that is something, you know, that you want. I use it consistently on this, going back and forth wherever I'm going. I'll toss it on cruise on the highway and it works perfectly fine. Same thing with this thing now. It is, you know, it's not necessarily needed, but it is pretty cool if you can have it and it does work. And finally, I've decided to sell my full mTDI setup. I ran this on the CJ with one of the built engines I have over in the corner. And it works well. I mean, if you want to have a, you know, an apocalypse rig or something that doesn't require any sort of electronics other than, you know, 12-volt feed to the solenoid, it works great. So for those who don't know, this is a highly sought 12mm pump. It used to be sold by Westy Ventures and Andrew Libby on the mTDI forum. I actually purchased it from the source. And I had the instructions, of course, on how to get this thing to run. So I believe this is an AHU pulley that I purchased. I made these bolts, these carriage bolts, so you can actually install it. It comes with a, I believe this is an goodness, I'll write it somewhere what this manifold was. I can't remember. I know it's from a gasser. And of course, you can mount it upwards or downwards, depending on where you want the turbo to be. It's a whole set HE200 5cm that I purchased from Doomsday Diesel. I did tap it here for a EGT probe. It comes with, I don't remember which pin is in there now. I want to say that's the stock pin that came with it, fuel pin. It comes with a OG VW pin. And then, I'll see, I think this is called Pete's. I can't remember, but I'll look it up. But it's an extremely aggressive pin, as you can see. It also comes with two of these Gunson 77089 timing sets, one piezo injector. I originally bought it used. That piezo injector was just squished a little bit too hard, I guess on the Cummins they were testing it with, maybe the 7.3. So I purchased a brand new one. This comes with a brand new piezo injector. So once I kind of figure out a price on that, I'll let people know on the Facebook group. It's going to be super heavy to ship. More than likely, I would prefer, you know, someone to pick it up or meet somewhere. But if not, I guess I'll figure out, because I've never shipped anything this heavy, maybe a tote like that over there and just pack it super, super, super well with packing little poppies, whatever they're called. But yeah, so once I have a better idea on that, I'll post up on it. But yeah, they're both running perfectly well.